Hey everyone, for this video we'll be taking a look at Napkin, which is another one of our AI whitelisted tools within Weber School District. You can see I'm at the site right now. The URL is napkin.ai. So from here you can get Napkin to create your own account. Once you're in, you just sign in with your regular Google standard sign-on. From here, what you see is you've got your library on this side that shows what you've created previously or anything recent. With Napkin, you can either draft with AI and let it do most of the heavy lifting. You can import from a file. The file types it can accept are doc and PDF. PowerPoint and some of these others are paid features, so just be aware that you might have some limitations on your first few times. After that, you can also just grab a blank napkin and paste your text in there. So if you've got a document with a bunch of text in it, that's how you could start. For today, we'll just draft with AI. You're presented with this window, but you need a prompt. So you don't have to watch me type. I'm going to copy this and paste that in. And so what we're going to do right now is create a napkin by clicking continue. That includes information about how to write an effective prompt for AI tools. And I asked it to be specific about 6 of them: persona, context, tone, task, format, and exemplar. And you can see those are mentioned here. Now, if you've noticed, if you were paying attention just there, when I hover over this paragraph, I get a small lightning bolt out to the side. So by clicking on that lightning bolt, Napkin goes to work with that text and creates a lovely little visual. And from here, you can pick a variety of styles. So lots of different ways to create a graphical representation of the concepts, those 6 items that you can see that we mentioned. I think I like that DNA one up here, so I'm going to select it. And once I select one, I get multiple options for the look of that design, whether I'd like it to be more handwritten or typed or just grays. I can also get into their color themes. To customize styles, again, that is a paid feature. So I think I like that top one. So I'm just going to select that, and now this graphical element is ready. When I come down to these other items, I can actually hover here. I don't think I want a graphic of just that, but maybe I want one of this paragraph. So I'll highlight, click on that area right there. Napkin goes to work, and it gives me sort of these ideas with a couple of people with talk boxes. I can also choose other designs. I kind of like that one. That's okay. So I've got that design now. And we'll do one more. Let's say we come down to context, select this paragraph with the examples, click here, generates another graphic. And it does try to select, as you can see, this one kind of matches the previous one with the outlines. Once I select that, it does try to select something that's similar. So now I've got these 3 graphical elements. Well, now what do I do with these? If I click on this one, let's say I don't like that text, for example. It generated that itself. So maybe I want to edit that. I double click on this, and now I have editable text. These are also editable, small words. I can even edit these little graphics to make them different sizes, should I want to emphasize one more than another. So I get a little control over what this looks like. Now I've got options. If I want to use this graphic somewhere else, which is obviously what we want to do, you've got some controls here. Keep in mind that some of these are paid features. However, if you want to change style, it's going to let you pick here. You can always go back and do that. You can also update it once it's done. Under the export option, you can export it as a PNG. I think these others might be paid, like the PowerPoint and so on. But you have some more controls right here where you can turn the logo off if you're a paid user. You can also put it in light or dark mode. For my purpose today, I think I like dark. You can also turn the background off or on. But because I have a white text page that we'll be looking at, I'm going to leave the background on right here. And then my resolution, I can go from small, 83 by 83, up to a much larger size. 3x would be pretty good sized. So those are the options here. I'm going to select the whole thing. I was only selecting that little graphic right there, so let's go big now. Here it is in light mode, here it is in dark mode. Background is on. I'm at 2x, which is now huge. But instead of doing the download, I'm just going to go to the clipboard. So it's been copied. And if you recall, I had my prompt document right here. So here's what it looks like in dark mode. Let's try it again in a slightly different format. Here's light mode. You might see there could be some issues with this. We'll copy that. We'll come back to our little document here and paste. And now we've got that one, and I can also come in and tell it that I want this background to be off. Now, occasionally that creates some issues, especially if you're on a white background with a lot of white text. But let's see what happens for our document right here. So this is it now with a clear background. So now we've got a couple of options here. We had the dark, now we've got a clear PNG style background, and now we've got one in a white box. So very powerful and very, very easy to use is Napkin. I think you'll really enjoy using it, especially if you need graphical elements that help explain text. Hopefully that was sufficient for you. Meanwhile, have a great day.